Hey everyone, off the Mike Sports Network here. Detroit Lions. We're doing the other side of this thing because I've done some content on the Commanders getting the win 45-31 in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs. Uh, the Lions 15-2 in the regular season, one and done, get absolutely blown off the field by a rookie quarterback. That being said, this is not your traditional rookie quarterback in Jaden Daniels. We've talked about that. The Lions, it's really hard to gauge what kind of a season this was for them. But listen, you got to chalk it up as a failure, given all of the excitement around this team. This team was a half away from going to the Super Bowl last year. They blew that game in San Francisco. They light the world on fire with this high-powered offense, opportunistic defense. Dan Campbell's this lightning rod of a coach that everybody seems to love. They no risk it, no biscuit, or whatever that saying is, and it's just and it all comes down to this, where they just have so many injuries in their secondary and on their defensive line that they just can't overcome it. And they just flat could not stop the Commanders in this game. And I should have seen this coming, given the fact that their injuries, and they were just giving up a ton of points to a bunch of different teams. And they had one really good week to win this by over the Vikings. And here they are in a bad matchup and they get clowned. Like, Aaron Glenn might be a head coach in a week. He might have lost a head coaching job because Cliff Kingsbury, like the offensive coordinator for Washington, put him in a body bag. Like, this was just like out coaching of the highest order. Like, this was, I was stunned at some of the ways that this Lions defense was getting clowned. Cliff Kingsbury could very well, he could very well take a job from Aaron Glenn or Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson may not want to leave, and maybe I don't know, whatever happened. But it's hard to not look at this as anything other than a missed opportunity for the Lions, because I really thought highly of this team. And obviously injuries, we'll never know if Aiden Hutchinson was healthy the whole season and they didn't lose all these guys in their secondary and they weren't beat up. But, they got outclassed in this game. And then Ben Johnson choosing to have a wide receiver throw a pass in the fourth quarter of a divisional round home playoff game, that's beyond me. Like, Ben Johnson is one of the great offensive minds. That's a decision that I will never understand. And Dan Campbell, it's fair to wonder if this is the ceiling of the Lions, because, I mean, we've known this franchise to be the butt of jokes for a long time, and they got to 15 wins. Is this the end for them? Because Jared Goff, this is the Jared Goff that we've known for the longest time. He's, kind of he's been blessed to have good offensive coaching around him, and he's played really above some of his ability. But man, he turned he had 4 turnovers in this game, 3 interceptions. Like, he had a 5 interception game. I'm not going to say he's a liability, but in the biggest moments, Jared Goff, it seems like he's just come up short. And, some of this is hey, they were behind the sticks in terms of the way the defense was playing, and, Aaron Glenn, questionable coaching. But it just the Lions, whether it was rust, whatever you want to talk about, it was it just didn't look right. But I'm not surprised that this happened. I do think they have a lot of young, youthful pieces on this roster, but you have to wonder, hey, if this is the ceiling with Jared Goff as your quarterback, because I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I love Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I love this team. Sam Laporta. They've got dudes. I don't know if you're ever going to win 15 games in a season like this and be at that level again, because who's to say that Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn are on this team anymore? I mean, frankly, in a lot of ways, Aaron Glenn might have lost a job, but really a missed opportunity. I talked about it. The Commanders have the feel of a team of destiny. I thought this was the Lions' year, man. I really did. I thought if any team in the NFC was going to challenge Kansas City and potentially win the Super Bowl, I thought it would be the Lions. It just felt right because of, how badly that franchise has been run. The loyal fans of Detroit, it was easy to root for them, but to see them go out like this, it just felt like a kick in the stomach. So that's it for now. I'll have a little bit more on this game, another take in terms of like the head coaching cycle and what it means for the Lions in another video later on. I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye bye.